You mentioned C.S. Lewis, a great apologist of another continent and another century. And one of the books he wrote was The Problem of Pain, trying to understand why there's evil and why there's suffering. I believe you've taken a whack at that in our times with your book, God Forsaken. Would you like to explain to us a little of your thought and perspective on that seemingly really challenging issue?
I think that book, God Forsaken, was a response to this phenomenon of wounded theism. When you begin to realize that people aren't so much disbelieving in God as sort of taking out their anger on God, you then begin to step back and say, okay, how does one address that? And the reason that's important is that whenever you're trying to really win someone over, you often have to realize that what's really bothering them is not what they say. Like my daughter, who's 20, will come to me and she'll say, Dad, I'm upset about this, I'm upset about that. And I realize that even if I address all those points, I haven't actually appeased her because something else is bothering her. And so if the something else bothering you is that you think that God is just a terrible, mean guy because he could have made a better world, but he didn't, right? Mm-hmm. And then you also realize that many of the easy answers that Christians give to that problem don't really work, such as, well, suffering is good for you. Suffering, in other words, makes us a better person. And while we can all think of suffering that does do that, there is also something, one writer wrote a book called Horrendous Evil. Horrendous evil is the kind of evil from which you never recover. Mm-hmm. You know, your kid is in a devastating accident and they lose both their arms and legs. Their life is turned into a shell of what it was. And you're faced with that and you have to explain it. And it's not easy to just explain it away. Mm-hmm. So my book, God Forsaken, was an attempt to grapple with that issue and not try to solve it. No one solved it. But try to make the case for why at the end of the day we should accept this world as it is and this life as it is, as a gift from God.